is a peninsular Arab country whose terrain comprises arid desert and a long Parisian Gulf shoreline of the beaches and dunes. Qatar's capital city is Doha. Islam is the official religion in Qatar, and the most Qataris are Muslims. Ramadan, the 9th month of the Islamic calendar, is one of the most sacred times of Muslims. During this month, Muslims observe the strict daily fast from the dawn until sunset. They are not allowed to eat or drink, not even water, during these daylight hours. I did internship in Le Royal Méridien Doha, Qatar. Le Royal Méridien Doha is a 5-star hotel, the first Qatar hotel from European-born brand. The 377-room hotel is located in Qatar's new city of Lusail, part of Qatar's effort to add more than 100 new hotels and service apartments to its property portfolio in preparation for the 2022 FIFA World Cup Qatar. Le Royal Méridien Doha is connected to Place Vendôme Mall, which is a huge advantage than other hotels, and is close to the public transportation options like the metro and bus that can take us to the surrounding entertainment city and the stadiums. I worked as a rooms trainee, and my major department was a concierge who create experience of the guests during their stays. I was leading daily operations of the bell services, of handling the luggage and deliveries, providing guests personalized solutions by suggesting activities and facilities in hotel, also making restaurants reservations, arranging transportations and excursions. And I had opportunities working as a receptionist and guest relations as well. I was responsible of check-in, check-out, and sending amenities to the guest room. Answering phone calls, messages, and emails, and interacting with the guest, colleague, contracted partners, and external providers was required to all the roles that I have done. Since I am a student in SHMS, we have IRF, International Recruitment Forum. I had chance to talk with Le Royal Méridien Human Resources Manager, and we discussed about our contract, and I've sent my CV and cover letter, and I did interview. And after a few days, I got email from the hotel that I got accepted in the position. It was not hard for me to integrate within the team, as I am already staying in international hospitality school. We understand each other's different cultures, how they work, and we do respect everyone. I was observing myself, colleague, and managers while I was working to see how me and them work differently and how they react to the same situation. My managers have experience and know how to work as a manager. That was what I wanted to learn, so later I can work more professionally. Also, while I was working, I wanted to clarify my strengths and my weaknesses. I had to know my strength and my weakness properly to improve myself. Keep up my strength and improve my weakness. For example, I was afraid of showing my ideas to others because I was afraid of getting ignored, and I wasn't confident that it was the right ideas or not. But when we were doing meetings, I tried to tell my ideas to my team so that we can discuss together and work better. Lastly, I tried to manage my money as well. I wrote what I spent so that I could use and save money properly. Generally, I've seen how real hotel life it is. As it is my first time working in 5-star hotel, I could learn how hotel is operating and how all the departments working together. In terms of my internship, I learned how to manage team as a concierge. I was leading daily operations of the bell services, valet, contracted partners, and external providers. To work efficiently, I had to communicate properly with each one of them. Not too bossy, but sometimes I had to be strict to make our operations smooth. Since it is a huge team, miscommunication can lead to serious problem, which can be prevented if we communicate properly. For this, I thought about our personal development classes, which taught us about the soft skills. Also, I could afford to look around for small details. I had to be careful with everything since I was handling guest personal stuff, and it requires a lot of attention. I am able to respond to unexpected situations, and I learned how to work efficiently as well. What I learned through my internship will help me a lot. Communication skills will help me to interact with my classmates, and confidence will help me to volunteer or participate in school events or stuffs. And of course, it will help me for my next internship as well. It will make me evaluate myself more critically. I have a great people skill. I know how to truly empathize with my guests and my team. So I used to sympathize with upset and mad guests, diffuse their anger, and suggest new solutions to them. I offer them a personalized solutions for them so that they could feel they are treated differently. I tried to go extra miles for my guests. My managers and coworkers said I have a great ability to build the connections. As I was a concierge, I had to contact with many other tour and car companies, restaurants, and other properties. So instead of calling the numbers on the internet, I was building connections with the direct managers, and later we could help each other when we have the same interest. I loved to create unforgettable memories to our guests. I liked doing room setup for special occasions, such as birthday, anniversary, and wedding. We decorate the rooms with balloons, rose petals, and personalized letter. To children, I give kids amenities and gummies. To birthday guests, I gave chocolate cake and colorful balloons. To anniversary and wedding, I gave them love cake and red balloons. Qatar is a country that hosted the FIFA World Cup 2022. And after FIFA World Cup, our hotel was full with the World Table Tennis Group. Since all of them are world-class events, we had a lot of international guests and staffs. My ability to speak English, Korean, and Japanese helps a lot during those timings. I was able to help Korean and Japanese guests and staff who had difficulty speaking English. I am not an inquisitive person. I do everything what I have to do, but I don't question a lot even though I don't understand why it's happening like that. Since I did not understand the root and only knew the result, I wasn't able to apply to the different situations. I don't try to dig deep. I have to know what I'm doing exactly to be able to provide to the guest correctly. I think the language is the most important thing for me to achieve my dream. I've experienced that the speaking many languages is a huge advantage for me was working in hotel. So language class in school will definitely going to help me to improve my language level. And also personal development class which we learned about soft skills can still help me to communicate better. They pay more attention to the small details. They find or think something that I've never thought of. It helps us to be more careful in everything so we don't make mistakes and make guest experience perfect. Of course, my parents could be my perfect mentor who I trust the most. They know me more than any others and can give perfect advice for me. Something that I can't tell others, I can tell them, I can ask for advice. But about work, I believe I could go to my manager or supervisor that I worked for my internship before. As I know they are the best people who cares about their teams, can always give advice to how to work, think and act like a real manager has to be. They help me a lot for many other things, and I'm sure that I could go for advice to them. My goal is to learn a lot of languages and help as many international guests as I can. To achieve that, I try to meet a lot of people from different nationalities and talk a lot of things, and listen to all different ideas from them and enlarge my ideas as well. I need time to learn basics and vocabularies, because I cannot even try to communicate with those languages without basics. Managing times during internship and school is my first challenge of learning languages. It is best to really talk with the people who is really from that country, but sometimes there's a people who cannot speak English, and I don't speak their language as well, so I can't even learn English through them. Whenever it happens, instead of giving up and getting frustrated, I try to make up my mind and study harder. It was one-time experience during FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022, and I had great opportunity to work in 3 different departments, in concierge, front desk, and guest relations. It was an amazing internship.